G'day, welcome to Films with Dan. It's been a while since I've posted on YouTube, but I got myself a huge haul the other day, so I thought I'd do a video to show you all the stuff I've got and try to get through it as quickly as possible. And we got this one here, Nightmare Alley from Guillermo del Toro. I started watching this on digital the other day, and I just stopped because it just looked too good. And I don't know if there's 4K on digital, but this just looked too good, and I had to just stop and just buy the 4K to watch it because it just looked like a painting, and it was just absolutely brilliant. Now, yet to see it in full, but it's a Guillermo del Toro film, and I like Guillermo del Toro. Pan's Labyrinth was fantastic. It's masterpiece, actually. I would put Pan's Labyrinth down as a masterpiece. I don't know if this will be one, but I think this is going to be worth a watch and worth an own. Unfortunately, it's a bare bones disc. I know there's a big one coming out on Criterion with a black and white version of this film. Can't say I'm a big enough fan of the film yet to think I'm going to shell out the bucks for that, but I'm happy with this. I got that one. September 5. This is another one. This is directed by Tim Fellbaum. I've never heard of him before, but it's about the events that happened at the Munich Olympics in 1972. I got on Letterboxd, and boy, there's some mixed stuff about this film. I'm not going to enter into that. That's not what I'm here for. I loved this film. I think it's one of the best films of the last 12 months, 2024, 2025. The whole idea of the way live television has to handle a huge event. I worked in radio, and sometimes when something massive happens, you could be doing an entertainment show, and all of a sudden you've got to drop everything and report the news. And that's exactly what ABC TV had to do. They were covering the Olympics, and all of a sudden they had to cover this hostage situation with the Israeli athletes. And it's the way they handled it. And someone like me, I'm a bit of a nerd for that sort of thing. I loved it. I gave this a really high rating on Letterboxd, and this was awesome. This film I saw the other day, Conclave. This is so good. If you're Edward Berger has become an excellent director. He directed All Quiet on the Western Front. Now he's made this. The score by Volker Bertelmann. So good. But the performances, Ray Fine, Stanley Tucci, Isabella Rossellini, everybody else. It's the ultimate film I've seen. If you're a screen actor or you want to get into screen acting, I can't recommend Conclave enough because it shows you how to convey so much when the camera is right on someone's face and they're talking quietly with only conveying things with a slight movement of the face. Ray Fine, I think, lifts any film he's in. I probably a long time, but I love Ray Fine. He's probably one of my favorite actors, and he is so good in this. And I loved Conclave and the look of it, the costumes, the set designs, plus being an old Catholic boy, the whole rituals of electing a pope, everything. It's fantastic. I loved Conclave. Whoa! I dropped one. I'll pick it up in a sec. Eyes Without a Face. This was a blind buy. I've had so many people say on YouTube and all other things about how this is a great film. It was on special. I picked it up. It's a blind buy. I'm going to have to watch it. I am looking forward to really watching this. Les Sans Visage is what is said in the Billy Idol song, Lies Without a Face. Did you know that? Because that's the French title. Came through Umbrella, which is a company that I really like, an Australian boutique label. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Another one from Umbrella. This one I loved. I gave this one 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. It's an independent film, Last Stop in Yuma County. I think, what's the director's name? I hope he got it right. I think it's Francis Galoppi. I have to look for him. This is his debut film, and this is one of those low budget but intense thrillers that can be done so well and can actually turn out to be some of my favorite films. And this one I loved. For the first hour, you are like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Then when things do happen, it takes an incredibly nasty turn. I can't recommend this one enough. This is a favorite one. The Last Stop in Yuma County. Loved this film. Really check it out. You know, I loved it. I can't wait to watch it again on Blu-ray there. An oldie, but a goldie. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is probably one of the greatest horror films ever made. I watched it again recently, and I still loved it. It still works. It's still creepy. It's still disturbing. It's still shocking. It still makes you feel yuck, which is what it's supposed to do. And sometimes I like that in a film. And Tobe Hooper's classic. I imagine it will look great. I know there's some 4K releases floating around overseas, but in Australia we have a Blu-ray copy. And I'd still recommend it. It's still good. Got to get into that one there. Gran Turismo. This is one I really liked, and I was happy to grab this one. I love motor racing films. Neil Blomkamp directed this. He directed District 9, which was easily one of the best films of the 2000s and the 2010. His other films have been fair to middling till then, but I really enjoyed this one. I like motor racing films, and this one hit all the buttons there for me. Sound design, film editing, all that sort of stuff. I really dug this one. Speaking of motor racing films, can't go without this one. Two-Lane Blacktop. I just got this from eBay, from Kish Cash. They're an eBay store there, and he obviously gets in they get in these Eureka ones from the UK. This is one of the most existential car racing films, which I love. Wow, great stuff. It's got James Taylor, who plays the driver. Dennis Wilson plays the mechanic. And that's what they refer to. No one has names. And she's the girl. And Warren Oates is in this as GTO. And these guys just do drag racing all across America. And hopefully, I don't know if they race for pink slips or whatever, but it just seems all their life is. It is one of the best closing scenes you'll ever see in any film. Without doubt, one of the best closing scenes. I might have to do a video on some films with the best closing scenes. I won't give it away, but it certainly adds to this existential thing that this movie has got going on. And whoa, Mel Brooks's Blazing Saddles, one of the all-time great comedies. I wasn't really going to get this on 4K, but I had the digital copy on iTunes, and I started watching it, and I thought, oh, this looks great. It was on special, so I thought, oh, I'm going to grab it. It's one of the all-time great comedies. No, it's not woke. We all know that. Of course we all know that. And sometimes you can watch it now and just think, but I know what Mel Brooks was trying to do. I've heard lots of stories about what Mel was trying to do with this film. And when Richard Pryor is one of your writers, then you can't be too racist. That man knew what he was talking about, and he either vetoed certain jokes, or he went, yep, that's fine, you can say that. But if you really, really want to watch it, the people who are depicted as racist in this film are the morons of the film. So you get the gist. Now, I dropped one on the floor. What could it be, I wonder? I'm going to pick this up with my feet. There's my bald head. Haha, Saturday Night. Jason Reitman. I love this film. Absolutely loved this. This is about the first night of Saturday Night Live, which, it's set 90 minutes before the film before the show started. And they had no idea what they were doing. This seat of the pants up. You would never see this. Honestly, I've worked in commercial radio. You would never, ever see anyone do anything like this again. But there was something about the 70s. There was a anything goes attitude. And Lorne Michaels here, he sort of, as it showed, carrying it all on his back. He had to wrestle all these enormous egos and personalities. People like Chevy Chase and John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd and George Carlin and Gilda Radner and Garrett Morris, and none of them knew what they were doing. A highlight of the movie is Nicholas Braun playing two characters. He plays Jim Henson and he plays Andy Kaufman. Brilliant. I love Jim Henson was a Christian Scientist, and here he is in this mayhem with all these people who are openly taking drugs and doing stuff before they go on air. Nobody really knew what was happening. The people playing all the comedy personalities are so good too. I loved this film, and I can't wait to watch it again. So that's my haul. Have I got a lot of watching to do? Have I got a lot of viewing to do? How am I going to fit it all in? Got all this, all that. Lifetime spent watching movies. Lifetime well spent. If you like, please click like and subscribe. Share it if you like. Tell your friends. Films with Dan. It's the best YouTube movie channel on YouTube right now. If you want to.